Have you ever felt like everything in your life was falling apart? Not just outside of you, but deep within? Like you're grieving something but can't explain what it is? You're not broken. You're transforming. This isn't depression. This is a spiritual death, a dark night of the soul, and it's the gateway to your rebirth. Who described it as a state of profound spiritual desolation and darkness that can occur on the path to enlightenment. He believed that this experience was necessary for those seeking a deeper connection with God, as it allowed them to let go of their ego and attachments and surrender to the divine. Keep watching to find out what they are and what you can do about it. In today's video, we're diving deep into the signs, the meaning, and how to survive and rise from this sacred unraveling. This could be about your beliefs, values, relationships, or even your sense of identity. If so, you might be going through a spiritual death. This is another sign that you are going through a spiritual death. As you continue to shed your old self, you may find that you are more easily able to release toxic habits and thought patterns that have been holding you back. Embrace this newfound freedom and use it to create a new, better version of yourself. This is another sign that you are going through a spiritual death as you shed your old self and create a new one. You may find that you are more open to new experiences and less afraid of what may come your way. Here's a simple grounding breathwork exercise you can try. Inhale deeply through your nostrils, filling your lungs completely. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. As you inhale, imagine that you are taking in all the positive energy around you. And as you exhale, imagine that you are releasing any negative energy or tension. It is often a process that occurs when we go through a major life transition or experience a significant amount of stress or trauma. It can also happen when we start to awaken to our true selves and our potential, and it can be triggered by various factors such as grief, loss, illness, or injury. Ultimately, a spiritual death is a natural and necessary part of the human experience that allows us to shed our old selves and evolve into our highest potential, and come out the other side stronger and more resilient than before. Eat healthy foods, get plenty of rest and exercise, and engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Continue this breathing pattern for a few minutes, focusing on your breath and letting go of any distracting thoughts. Allow yourself to feel your emotions and grieve any losses you may be experiencing. This exercise can help you feel more present, calm, and connected to your body. Talking about your experiences and feelings with others can help you process them and feel less alone. By taking care of yourself, connecting with your support system, practicing self-compassion, embracing the unknown, and trusting the process, you can move through this transition with grace and emerge on the other side as a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. Remember that you are not broken, you're simply transforming, and this transformation is a necessary step towards your spiritual evolution. So embrace the journey and trust that everything will work out for your highest good. Experiencing a traumatic event, such as abuse, neglect, or witnessing violence. Going through a period of intense stress, burnout, or overwhelm. This can be challenging, but it can also be an opportunity to grow and learn. Awakening to your spiritual power and realizing your true potential. Embrace this adventurous spirit and allow yourself to fully experience all that life has to offer. During this process, your intuition becomes more heightened as you become more in tune with your inner self. You may start to have sudden insights or gut feelings about things that you just know to be true, even if you can't explain them logically. This is a positive sign that you are going through a spiritual death and that you are on the right track. You may start to receive messages or guidance from your higher self through meditation, prayer, or simply by tuning into your inner wisdom. Trust this guidance and use it to help you navigate this time of transformation. Trust your intuition and use it as a guide to help you navigate this time of transformation. This questioning is normal during a spiritual death, as you are essentially shedding your old self and creating a new one. It can be uncomfortable and even painful at times, but it's important to embrace this process and allow yourself to explore your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This could be anything from changing your diet to changing your career. This calling is likely a sign that you are going through a spiritual death and that you are ready to create a new life that aligns with your true self. Listen to this call and take the necessary steps to make the changes that you know you need to make. What is a spiritual death? A spiritual death, also known as a dark night of the soul, is a profound inner transformation that occurs when we confront our deepest fears, traumas, and limiting beliefs. This process often involves a deep sense of despair emptiness, and hopelessness, which can feel like a spiritual or emotional death. However, this experience can also be a catalyst for personal growth and transformation, leading to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our purpose in life. The term dark night of the soul was popularized by the 16th century Spanish mystic St. John of the Cross. 7 signs you're experiencing a spiritual death. If you are going through a spiritual death, you may experience any of these 7 signs. Know when you feel empty inside. Have you been feeling a growing sense of emptiness inside lately? As if nothing in your life brings you joy or fulfillment. This could be a sign that you are going through a spiritual death. This feeling of emptiness may seem overwhelming and even terrifying. But it's important to remember that it's just a sign that you need to let go of the old and make space for the new. Trust that this feeling is a temporary phase and that it will pass. Number 2, you're questioning everything. Are you suddenly questioning everything you thought you knew to be true? 3, your intuition is heightened. Have you been feeling more intuitive lately? 4, you're releasing old patterns. Are you finally letting go of old patterns and behaviors that no longer serve you? No. 5, you're feeling called to change. Have you been feeling a strong sense of being called to make changes in your life? No. 6, you're connecting with your higher self. Are you feeling more connected to your higher self or spirit guide lately? Number 7, you're embracing the unknown. Are you suddenly less afraid of the unknown? Many practice grounding breath. If you are experiencing the symptoms mentioned earlier and suspect you might be going through a spiritual death, it can be helpful to practice grounding breathwork to help you stay present and centered. Find a quiet and comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Why it's happening there are many reasons why you might be going through a spiritual death. Here are some factors that can contribute to a spiritual death. Facing a major life transition such as a divorce, the death of a loved one, or a career change. What helps you move through it if you are going through a spiritual death? There are certain things that can help you move through the process more smoothly. Set aside time for self-care. Make sure to take care of yourself both physically and emotionally during this time. Connect with your support system. Reach out to your friends, family, or spiritual community for support and guidance. Practice self-compassion. Be kind and patient with yourself during this difficult time. Embrace the unknown. Try to embrace the uncertainty of the situation and trust that you will be okay in the end. You're being reborn if you are going through a spiritual death. Know that you are not alone. It is a common experience that many people go through in their lifetime. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends.